Okay, Frank, let's talk about the next one. In the light heavyweight division at 205 pounds, we got the janitor, Vladimir Matyushenko, with a 26-5-0 record versus Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson. He has a record of 12-1-0. We got a young kid versus a veteran who is a workhorse, who just goes out there and grinds. He's been in the industry for a long time. What do you think about this fight?
I think Gustafsson is really going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future. I think we're always going to be talking about him from now on in the light heavyweight division. He's really building up. I don't think he even has a decision win. I think all his wins have come from stoppages, either TKO or submission. So he's just a very competitive fighter. The only chink I've seen sometimes in his armor is the wrestling aspect, maybe getting taken down and controlled a little bit. Whereas pulling up a fight with Vladimir is a great test, I guess, if you want to find out where he is, because really he goes out there and if he's able to run through Vladimir, I think immediately he's now on the radar as far as future opponents fighting for a number one position, and then in another 2 or 3 fights going for a title. But that being said, man, that is a hard number to pull. At 205, Vladimir, I mean, recently I think you said he's lost to John Jones and Rogerio Nogueira, I think at the Affliction show.
Yeah.
Those are top-level guys there. Everything else that he's fought, I mean, Vladimir is just known as a very strong wrestler. He was a junior college champion here in the States. As a heavyweight even. I think he was 177 one year and then went heavyweight the next. I was reading the stat on it. I was like blown away by it. But on top of that, I mean, he can hit really hard still. His boxing and his striking is not maybe the slickest and the trickiest. But, I was there when he fought Jason Brillis, and Brillis made one mistake of throwing a jab and, and dropped his hand. And you've seen Vladimir come right over the top and cracked him and was able to put him away, I think, in less than 20 seconds, hit him with a great hand combination to show that he does possess the power. So, in this one, I think I'm just leaning towards the edge of saying that, youth, I think Gustafsson have many victories in his future. I think right now, though, that this is a really tough fight for him in Vladimir.
Yeah, I think like John Fitch, it's just one of those things that you get Vladimir and you're just like, oh man, can I beat this guy? Look at how many people he's fought and top-level athletes. And then, but I think for the newer fans, they're not going to know who he is. Vladimir is kind of one of those guys that flies under the radar as well. He's a journeyman. He goes out, he does his job, and he gets the victory. Is he an exciting fighter? He's starting to become a more exciting fighter for sure. His stand-up has definitely improved, but he's a wrestler, and he just goes and he gets the W. So I think Alexander, I think he's going to have a really hard time beating him. And I think even if he does, unfortunately for him, I don't think it's going to do his career a lot of good.
This is a tough fight. Like I said, exactly. A win over Matyushenko is probably not going to skyrocket him up that much higher in the stats. Amongst the hardcore fans, he's going to earn a lot of respect. It's like, because we all know how tough, the janitor is. But as far as, to everybody else, it's they're not going to notice it. He doesn't have the fanfare, notoriety under his name as far as janitor does. That would really boost Gustafsson up into the mainstream.
Yeah, and it's too bad because Vladdy's a great fighter. He really is a good fighter. So we're both going to go Vladdy?
I'm going Vladdy.
Okay.